Well, that was a depressing week of work. Need something to make me feel better. Something feel good, something happy. Something that'll still keep me on my toes. I know. Let's review gamers. What do you think of when you hear the term gamer? Do you think of someone who's overweight, wears glasses, no social skills, no romantic life to speak of? I think my senpai would disagree with you on that one. Now, what this show attempts to do as a romantic comedy is to alleviate and alter some of these stereotypes, leading into the characters that you see in the games that they play. They're not the people you would normally expect to be gamers, especially the main love interest, Tendo Karen. Tendo is the example of a model student. Everything about her is perfect. Her grades, her athletic ability, even her competitive gaming. She is the head of the gamers club in her school, and yet her life is turned completely upside down when she is turned down by the main protagonist, Keita Amano. Keita turns down her invitation to the gamers club because, unlike her and her fellow members, he's not interested in competitive gaming. For one thing, he's not really all that good at it and has a tendency to fail quite frequently. Another being that his taste revolves more around dating simulators and happy little arcade games. Uehara Tasku witnesses this rejection unfold, and upon assuming that it was a relationship rejection, decides to take it upon himself to figure out why this kid who is so much like his former self would turn down the school's resident idol. Agiri, Uehara's girlfriend, is slightly ditzy yet well-meaning and holds a secret that even Uehara doesn't know about just yet. They are all joined by Chiaki Hoshinomori, who, while first becoming fast friends with Keita, soon becomes rivals with him when they realize, despite being basically the same person, there's still way too much they currently disagree on. Now, the first thing I really like about this anime, it's not another harem. Don't get me wrong, I kind of have a soft spot for harems. They're my guilty pleasure. Some of them I really like. Love Tyrant was actually very original, and it just turned every harem trope on its head. And a yandere with a boyfriend she could kill that wouldn't die it was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. But we're talking about gamers. Gamers is more of one of those drastic misunderstanding style animes. But at the same time, what you get is a protagonist, Keita, who, while starts out seeming like this typical blank slate, completely undecisive protagonist, so you can throw yourself into him, shows himself later as he becomes more assertive that he has specific things he cares about. He doesn't like the big budget video games that come out all the time. He wants something nobody's noticed before because it makes him feel bad when something that's good doesn't get the recognition it deserves. He feels for it. And you understand with the character that he is why he feels this way. There's a lot of other stereotypes that this anime does a really good job of throwing on its head. First of all, you normally see the protagonist going after the senpai, the main character. They want senpai to notice them. In this one, you've got Karen, who wants to be noticed. She's the senpai, and she wants Kauhai to notice her. I like that change of pace. And everybody knows the Senpai Notice Me meme. I don't think that'll ever die so long as anime is as popular as it is. One can only hope. Another thing I really liked about this anime was it doesn't rely on gratuitous fan service. Looking at you, my girlfriend is a gal. It actually relies on character development. And I love character development. I love watching them grow. I love watching them develop. Now with Karen, you're going to notice that her character seems to be going backward. She starts to lose her reputation. And I'm not going to spoil too much. But I still consider this character development, depending on what you consider important. How other people see you, or your own personal happiness. Now, that isn't to say that there is no fan service at all. You do get a little of Karen looking like this. But for the most part, it relies on the fact that its characters are pretty well developed. They grow as the show goes on. And let's face it, Tendo, Agiri, and Chiaki are just adorable. Absolutely adorable. All in all, I highly recommend Gamers if you're a fan of anime and you love your romantic comedies. It's sweet, it's funny, it's got 12 episodes, it's licensed by Funimation, and it's currently airing on Crunchyroll, currently waiting on episode 9. I give this anime a personal 4.5 gamer tokens out of 5. Highly recommend. Now before you go, I have a few announcements. Congratulations if you sat through the cringe of my nasally voice. The reason I picked Gamers was, as an anime about video gamers, it was the perfect segue into next week, which I have been waiting since they announced it 3 months ago. That's right, I will do my first video game review with Metroid Samus Returns. I have quite a bit planned for it. It was originally intended to be my first video, but with 2 under my belt, I feel a little more confident on getting that one done. Another thing I would like to announce is I have a little something special planned for my first Halloween. I've never really gotten too into the creepypasta genre online, but I have read 1 or 2 that I'd like, and I'd like to have a little fun with you on that. Once a week, I am going to try to do at least 1 video of a creepypasta. But here's the catch. One of them I wrote myself. You get to pick which one it was. At the moment, I'm just starting, so I can't really offer any rewards for that. But, at the very least, you can say, hey, I got it right. Let's see if you can figure out which one that is. Anyway, before I let this drag on any further and get any more awkward, I'm going to let you go. Until next time, when the sun is set and I don't have to work, I'll catch you again. This has been the Graveyard Geek.